William Cogswell is the new House Representative for District 110. In this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I speak exclusively with Trey Harrell, one of his former competitors and now a supporter. Trey, it's so good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. It's good to see you.
I really appreciate this.
It's my pleasure. You know, it's always nice to chat with you and talk with you about various things. And you know, I love what you do and the folks you interview. It's always fun to watch your stuff, so it's great to be a part of it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let me take you back down memory lane to just last night.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, William Cogswell won the runoff for House District 110.
Yep.
When you think of William Cogswell, what goes to your mind?
Relationship building. I've gotten to know him over the past 2 weeks, and I really think that his ability to bring people together and build a coalition is going to serve the Low Country extremely well in Columbia. And that's why Amber and I decided to get behind him. We know how crucial and how important it is for the Low Country to have somebody up there that can bring people together and that can get things done. And I think he has the ability to do that. And so that's why we supported him. Also, when him and I met,
right.
After the primary, he agreed with me that some of the issues that I cared about, the education issues that I was so vocal about during the campaign, were issues that he agreed with and he was going to take on, namely getting kids to read by third grade at grade level, and the career academies, the apprenticeship programs that Tech's doing, that is so great for finding kids jobs that don't necessarily go to college. And so I think that he's going to pick those two things up with all the other ideas he had about slowing down growth and making sure growth is appropriate as we go forward. Put all that together, and I think he's going to do a really good job for District 110.
And you talk about the issues of District 110. Let's talk about 526.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people in their mind think that the expansion of 526 is dead. Is it dead to you?
You know, it's a project that we're going to have to get done. We're growing too fast and at a rate that we've got to get people in and around. I don't think it's dead. I think that Chip Limehouse, who proposed a toll road, was a good idea.
Okay.
I think there are other issues that we can get to put together. I think we need to go get the money that we've already been promised from the infrastructure bank and get it into projects here.
Okay.
So to answer your question, no, it's not dead to me, and I don't think it should be dead to anybody. I think people need to pay attention to it and be focused on it.
And you talk about Chip Limehouse. When you think of his legacy in Columbia at the South Carolina State House, what sticks out in your mind?
Loyalty. He has a great resume of projects that he's worked on and things that he's gotten done.
Right.
And the way he went to bat for the Low Country over and over again, I think that's just a phenomenal thing that he did, and we were very fortunate to have him represent us.
And you talk about support. Let's go back to your support for Williams Cogswell, because you actually said this on your Facebook page, quote, he actually said this, quote, I appreciate Trey Harrell and Eddie Phipps hitting the streets with me this afternoon to spread the word about the runoff election next Tuesday. But proud to have their support and glad I can show my son what good sportsmanship is all about. So when you were hitting the streets with Eddie Phipps in support of Williams Cogswell, what were people telling you? What were you hearing?
You know, first off, Mason Cogswell,
Right.
William's son,
Right.
is a great kid.
Yes.
We had a blast walking around going door to door. Folks were saying how impressed they were that we could get together and, you know, three guys who a week before didn't really want to talk to each other. Well, it seems that we didn't really want to talk to each other. We'd all gotten along and chatted for a while throughout the race. But people were saying that it was nice to see, quote unquote, politicians put aside their differences and do what's best for the community.
Right.
And that's kind of what we did. And, you know, Eddie and I talked the day after the runoff and really talked about what we were going to do and how we were going to get supportive of it. And we told Representative Cogswell that we would be more than happy to get behind him and help him. And kudos to him for taking us up on it. And you know, and we got together that one Thursday and went and knocked my neighborhood of Bell Hall. So we had a really good time, and it obviously worked. So.
And let's talk about June 14th, because you said this on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to take a second to thank everyone who worked so hard with us over the past months. Amber and I truly are humbled by the amount of support we received. Thank you. So what's next for you?
Well, first off, Amber and I really are truly grateful and humbled by the comments and the outpouring of support we've gotten, especially since the race was over, about how great a job we did and how proud folks were of us, and that really means a lot to us. But what next for me? I'm an attorney at the Pepper Law Firm,
Right.
where we are right now. Mark Pepper
Yes.
is a phenomenal attorney.
Yes.
We have a lot of fun practicing law. We've got a great staff here. We can handle any legal needs, so feel free to call us. But that's what's next for us. The education issues that were so crucial for us.
Right.
We're looking at ways to form a nonprofit for reading. We don't know exactly how we're going to go down that route yet, because you can't just do it overnight. And we want to do it right, but we're going to stick to these issues that we found, that came across, that were serious. You know, my wife said to me, just because you didn't win doesn't mean we can't do some good. So that's kind of where we're going from here. But you know, just practicing law at the Pepper Law Firm and playing with my little girl Lucy.
Yeah, how's she doing these days?
She's doing real good. She will be 10 months on July the 2nd, and she's growing, and she's able to repeat back "Mama" and "Dada" when we say it to her. She's crawling. She's all over the place. She's, you know, a couple teeth are in.
Right.
So I mean, we're just so blessed and so fortunate to have her around, and she's a hoot.
And on the fun part, she was actually campaigning for you.
She was. You know, it was funny. I'd go door to door on the weekends.
Right.
Amber and Lucy would go with me.
Wow.
But during the week when we go door to door, everybody would say, "Oh, we don't want to talk to you. Where's the baby? Go bring us the baby."
Oh.
Yeah, because you know everybody loved Lucy. Because I mean,
Yes.
who doesn't love a baby?
Right.
And so she had a great time, and or at least I guess she had a good time. You know, you don't really know. She can't
Yes.
tell me she didn't.
Right.
She didn't cry.
Right. That's
so,
a good thing.
Yeah. So, but we had a really good time, and it was fun having them around.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Trey Harrell, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.